We back, bitches.
We are back. We are back.
Okay. Let's wait a little bit.
All right, JG joined us. What up?
Hey.
Come on back, people. We here.
Back.
We here. We here.
He's been such a consistent listener. Like, I love you for it. Thank you so much. In this little thing of ours, this little podcast of ours. Oh, look at that. Everybody just, what up?
Thank you.
Everybody came back. Yeah. Okay.
We up in here.
Okay, so what
Oh, you know one thing. Okay, so a thing that people will be surprised to know about you. That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
So with me, I have a thing for accents. I don't know if you know that, but I love accents, and I try to mimic all accents. I go through phases where I'm talking like I'm from the West Coast. I have my West Indian accent down. I love accents, and I'm always trying to perfect them. Yeah, I don't know why. I love it.
Oh,
I like it.
So I thought you were gonna say something people don't know about me.
Oh, about you?
Yeah, I thought that's what you said.
But no, I was reading the question.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is it
You already said it.
Oh.
What you want people to know?
Okay. Yeah. So what did I say?
That you like more comments, that you're a nerd.
Yeah, I'm probably like a nerd, and I like to race motorcycles.
Yeah.
Really fast. Real fast. 165 miles per hour.
Let me wave back to these people. So I'm really into like different
Hey,
cultures and stuff. So I do like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm kind of a nerd. I guess you would call it a nerd. I'm like a Marvel nerd. Maybe that's what it is. Like I'm a comic book nerd. Like since I was a little kid, like I have a whole collection that one day I'm going to be a millionaire when I sell it. One day.
You guys trying to engage me in these conversations about the Marvel comics.
Hey, Fire Stuff 57.
All right.
Okay. All right. You said I always try to
engage me in these movies, and I'm like,
I can't understand why you don't want to see Avengers.
I did like. I mean, do I have to see all the other ones to see this one?
I mean, it's 22 of them.
Do I have to see them?
No, not necessarily.
No. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I saw the Spider-Man with Spider-Verse. I thought that was really cute.
Oh, the cartoon. I'm sorry. It was cute. Oh, it was
cute. I like that. I saw it twice actually.
It was cute, but it was a break from the storyline. You know, like the whole Marvel comment. It was good though. It was good. I liked it. Okay, what's next? What's next? If y'all have something, hit us up. Otherwise, let me see. What are some of your beauty secrets?
Drinking whiskey. What do I do as a routine? To be perfectly honest, I don't have any really a beauty regimen. You know, I wash my face in the morning, I put on moisturizer, and then sometimes, every morning I do put on my eyebrows and my eyelashes and my lipstick, but I don't really have a beauty regimen. I don't have a secret.
No?
Really.
Yeah, I don't really have a beauty secret other than I swear to drinking water. Like, I swear water changes your life. And I can tell the difference. Like, when I drink water and when I don't drink water, I feel it and I can tell the difference. And the apple cider vinegar. You know, just a shot I make. In the mornings, I have apple cider vinegar with a little bit of lemon and some raw honey. And I put it in warm water and I drink it in the morning. And I swear, like, do that and your day goes perfect. Your day will go right. It's just a way of life. So, I mean, maybe not a beauty secret, more like a wellness.
A health thing.
Yeah. You know, I'm trying to get better with the whole, I think what is that? What, you okay?
I thought it was you.
I didn't do that. Shit. What are some of your beauty secrets? So, yeah, you know, and moisturize, do the whole thing. Drink water. To me, like that's the key to everything.
Yeah.
Drink water, and good water, good quality water is good. All right. Oh, this is a good one. You read it.
Which one?
14.
Oh. What is the one thing you wish you knew when you were younger? I think that what I wish I knew when I was younger is that to value who you are. I think most young people.
We got a good question, but go ahead.
I think most young people, they go through a phase where they're really influenced by what other people think about them. They're very self-conscious. And I think I wish and I guess this all comes with age and maturity and the whole maturation process. But being comfortable with yourself and just knowing that the person that you are is of value and you bring value to your world and into your environment. I wish that someone would have really. I wish I would have known that more when I was younger. So I think a lot of the issues that I had growing up, or just people, teenagers in general, or young adults in general, it's not really being secure in who you are. And so that's what I wish I would have kind of known when I was younger.
I think one of the things I wish I had known when I was younger is honestly probably to take more pictures and make more memories. I was so, when I was growing up, like, I was so not, I never wanted to take a picture. I never wanted to be in a picture. I never wanted to do this. And now I kind of regret that because I'm looking at, even like middle school, high school. I don't have a lot of pictures with my friends. Even, maybe a little bit I started in college, but I wish my younger self was, like, get in the picture, take pictures, take memories. Back in the day we had the Polaroid, with the, I never wanted to do that. And I wish I had it because I have such great memories that, they're really just memories and I don't have the pictures to go along with it. So yeah, that definitely would be. So we got a question from G4 Classified. He said, what's your most embarrassing dating moment? So let me answer this one. I think you know this one. This will go down for ages. So, back in the day, I used to, I think everybody did their whole Black Planet flip phase. So, I was working at the World Trade Center in New York City, and I met this guy. So, it might not even, maybe it was Black Planet or it was like Yahoo Dating or something. But we only text, long conversations. I'd write him stories. He would write me a whole book. We would talk, but we never talked on the phone. So, the time came for us to meet each other. So we were going to meet, I think, at lunchtime on 14th Street. So, I was like, okay, I'm going to take the train up and we're going to meet or whatever. And so he came out the train station. Oh, God. And so I should have known something because, we were talking about where we went to school. He said he went to school to Gallaudet in D.C.
What is that?
Okay, so when he came out of the train... He was deaf.
Oh.
But he never said anything. And I was so embarrassed because he was reading lips.
Oh.
So, we met for the first time and it was just like
I think that's something he should have told you.
He should have told me, right? That's why I said so. Girl, let me tell you what I did. I turned right around and got back on the train and went on back to work. I was so like, I know. And shit. I was so embarrassed. I was embarrassed for him. I was embarrassed for me. He never once said, though, and I would have been cool with it had he said, I'm deaf. But maybe it was his way. This was before the Google, so I didn't Google Gallaudet, but I learned later on that Gallaudet was a school for the deaf.
So I guess he probably thought maybe if you Googled it, and maybe that was his way of telling you that.
I guess. I feel like this was before Google, so it was like way back. But I didn't know what to say, so I just turned back around and got on that number 2 train and went on back to work. Like, ooh, and don't, and then he was emailing me and like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was.
So, what was it? Your worst day or your embarrassed day?
Your most embarrassing day.
Okay.
Shout out to DC. Yeah, those were the days.
All right. So my most embarrassing date was, rewind this all the way back to when I lived in Baltimore. So this is like a couple decades ago.
Y'all look so beautiful. Thanks, Passion. We're gonna see you in a few.
Thank you. So I met this guy. This is the time where you would meet men on the street. Guys would talk to you on the street. You give
meet him on the corner.
You give him your phone. Hey girl, you got a phone? Give him your phone number, whatever. Yep. This guy, he was in this truck. What was the truck? Like the Expedition back in like those times.
The Lincoln Navigator, the Expedition,
whatever those big trucks.
Dodge Durango.
So he was in one of those. So I'm like, oh, he got money.
Little do you know,
he got money. So all right, so we talked on the phone a couple times. A great conversation. Oh, I got a couple lovelies. So all sitting around Baltimore. Y'all weird out there. All right, so so we go. He comes to pick me up. I meet him outside, get in the truck or whatever, and we get out. We get to the restaurant. This nigga was a midget. He hopped out, and okay, so
out of his booster chair.
I'm 5'2". I'm not tall, so a lot of guys, I'm not tall. So he hopped out. He was shorter than me.
He was like,
this was so awkward. I was so annoyed. And then, Baltimore, I love Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore. But y'all have a different culture. So he came out with his slippery Earl shoes on.
You told me that,
girl. So that was our first and last date.
Oh my goodness.
You have something. You have a type that you're attracted to and a type that you're not. He was in the not category, so that was our first and last date.
I'm trying to think.
And then I have another story. So another guy that I met, this is when I used to work at this a college in Baltimore. I'm walking to my car from college, and I met this guy, nice guy. We talked on the phone, good times, and we met up. And honestly, I always thought he was gay. Mm-hmm. And he said he wasn't, but
he has said
he picked me up one time. He had on clogs. He had on clogged shoes.
The wooden ones?
The wooden ones. But he tried to have sex with me that night. It was so weird. It was a very weird situation.
I think you told me this. Like, I just cannot stop looking at his shoes.
All of my weird dating scenarios all happened in Baltimore.
Oh my god!
Y'all are very interested in that shit. I love, I lived 10 years in Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore.
Me too. I lived there. 15 years.
Y'all is on something different over there.
I don't know.
He had clogs on. I just didn't know how to take them from there.
I'm trying to think. You take another one. Embarrassing. Oh man.
Let's see. So is this is. It really wasn't a date because I had been dating this guy for it was still relatively new. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if I want to say this.
You might as well. You can put it out there.
Have any of you ever not knowing that it was this time of the month, but then you're in the midst of like having sex and it's like a murder scene?
St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Oh, so that happened to me before.
Oh my god.
Oh god, it was hard. I was and I was young too. I was so embarrassed.
Oh my goodness.
It was all over the it was all over
okay.
It was gross. Sorry. I have a few.
I have one of those. The deaf guy man. I was like, I don't want to date nobody online. Like, let me see you, let me talk to you. But and then after that, it was like I was meeting handicapped guys, but they would say it like immediately, like, is this a problem? And I'd be like, honestly, I don't know if I'm mature enough for that. Right. Honestly,
there is some stuff now. I'll tell you, I'm not evolved enough for this right now.
Let me know. I'm telling you my truth. I don't think so. Like, it was a really nice guy. He was in a wheelchair though, and he had been shot. And I mean, I had to be honest with myself. Like, did I see myself in a relationship? Like, no. No. Sorry. Yes. All right. Okay. All right. So now it's about to get dirty, y'all. Here we go. We had to look. Some of y'all hit us on our DMs, right? I just want to say this. Brother Swat said he was gay as a double hockey stick. Wooden claws, I think.
But
so.
He tried to hit.
That he got from Holland.
He tried to hit though. He was serious about trying to hit.
This is we can talk bisexual. Like that's the thing. Like I think people kind of forget about that. Like just because he,
And he actually reminded me of Prince because he was light skinned. He was really petite.
I feel like did I see him or something?
I don't know, but I hung out with him for a while actually because he was really cool. We had a good time together. But that night was very awkward.
Hello. Oh man. Okay, so what I was saying is some of y'all have hit us on our DMs, right? Every question is not a good question. Everything don't need to be answered. A lot of this is our character. A lot of this is our persona. some of y'all really want to dive deep. But all right, so we had to pull like a few of them. So okay, Nye, here we go.
Oh, don't want to answer this. All right.
You gonna answer? What's the dirtiest thing you've ever done with someone?
Dirtiest.
Dirty. I mean, that's relative. Like, what's dirty?
I know. I mean, I don't know what you consider dirty because I've had sex in a lot of different places.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, what does dirty mean?
I really don't know.
But you know what my fantasy is?
Okay.
I really want to go to a sex club.
Oh yeah, I've been.
I've never been, but I want to go to. But I don't want to have sex with like the random people. But I want to watch other people have sex, and I want to have sex with the dude that I'm with while I'm there. I do want to do that.
Wow.
That's on my list.
Wow. Okay, wait, but okay. Do I need to answer this?
Yeah.
What's the dirty? Honestly, I really don't know what's dirty.
Yeah, because I'm like whatever you what is considered dirty? I don't know because.
Girl, plead the fifth. I hear that. Like, what? I really don't know.
But I do have, fantasies, things that I want to do. But
ever had a dude who fucked you up in your mind before the actual deed?
I'm still fucked up.
Yeah.
Truth be told.
No
and that's
shit.
Man, that mind fuck is something serious. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's.
Because it gets to the point like, why am I still doing this?
Mm-hmm. Have you questioning your damn self while you pulling down your own panties?
Why?
Here. Yeah, that. And it's such an art form. It's a charisma to the dude that fucks your mind before he even touches you. Like, and it's like I can't even pinpoint because it's conversation. It's swag, it's persona, it's all of that rolled into one, and it's just like, yo, I should just make this man happy because he's making me happy.
Whatever you like.
For real. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. That really is. And I think a lot of it is conversation. Like, there's some dudes where their conversation is just...
But a lot of that has to do with chemistry, though. Because some guys, it has been situations where I can just meet somebody and I automatically am just like, ready.
Because I honestly, I don't believe when people say opposites attract. Like, that should only work for magnets. Like, what really attracts people is that chemistry, is that connection. Like, that right there is like zoom. Like, you have no choice but to get together. Like, oh, I love that. I love that. Like, you know what? I'm so sappy. I'm such a romantic at heart. Like, I love that.
And I did not. I've known you for so long. I just really didn't know that.
I am, but
I didn't really realize that.
I really am. But when I'm in my comfortable space, like I love. Like, I love it. All the PDA. We can ride each other in public. I don't care. Like, I'm all for it. But I have to feel that connection and that comfortable. Yeah, then I'm a sap. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Like, you're gonna have to mop me up off the floor. I'm a sap. I love it. He's the best. Nice people, black people. Okay. So did I answer the question? Okay. So yeah. All right. So here, number 16. What is this?
Ever wake up in the morning next to someone you instantly regretted sleeping with? Not anymore. I don't do that anymore. Sorry, you have to go home.
Yeah.
Now that is one of the. So I always have a thing. I don't like people to come over because I like to, whatever is going on, I like to get up and go. I don't like people to linger in my space, and guys typically they tend to like to linger. So this doesn't happen to me anymore, but it used to happen to me all the time, and I had to put a stop to it. I really had to.
I'm gonna say the same thing. Doesn't happen to me now, but yeah, back in the day.
Oh my gosh!
Because there's something like that sex when you drinking and smoking and partying, and then the next day, that's like the most depressing morning when you wake up like.
This is gross.
I'm a whore. Like, it's just
gross.
That that excitement of like when you're with someone and y'all are like hanging out and drinking, it's the atmosphere, and then it's just like that drunk sex, like clothes all over the place, and then
when you're drunk, you get Google eyes, and you just things be looking beautiful when you're drunk, and then when you sober, you're like
sunshine come in. And that's part of the reason why I have this hang up. I used to have this hang up about staying over a guy's house. Like I wanted to be out because I don't want to do that walk of shame when people out there walking their dogs and shit. Like I want to be in my own bed. I just want to be in my own space. I don't want to do the morning. Let's wake up in the morning because you're not cooking. We ain't going out to breakfast. I got my same party clothes and I got my heels and I'm not trying to wear them in the morning. So
last night's makeup.
I'm not trying to be about that life. People out here walking dogs and going jogging, and I'm trying to just get to my car, ma'am. I'm just trying to get to my car.
Go home, take a shower.
I don't want to. Yeah, so I don't even want to.
But I'd rather to be somewhere else. I don't like people in my space. I really don't. I'm really finicky about that. Yeah. And even I'm getting better about it because I used to have this small phobia about being stalked and killed.
Girl. But watch all the TV about being stalked and killed.
A little tiny phobia. But a part of it has to do with, I don't even want to say this on camera, but it has to do with, it's a reason why I feel this way. But I'm relaxing a little bit because I do know that people that I choose to spend my time with, I vet them very well and I feel comfortable with them. So if you allowed in my space, then feel privileged.
It's the same thing I say. Like if I let you through my threshold, which is through my front door, you're a motherfucking king in my eyes. Like, because I let you come in my house.
Like I said, there have been guys that I've been dating for a year
that don't even know. I told you I send people to the pool. Like you don't live here. Yes, I do.
You know the way I give you a landmark. I live close to there. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, like if you come to my house.
Because you know what happened to me one time in Baltimore? Somebody came to my house when I was entertaining someone else.
Yeah, and the same thing. That's happened to me too.
Yeah,
like,
and that's very awkward.
It's like what we're not gonna do,
right?
Is make this a threesome unwillingly,
right? And that is a good way to feel like a whore,
man. I remember one time. Okay, true story. I was dating this guy, and this was like in college. So I was dating this guy, and I was dating his friend. This is why you don't do these things, right?
Exactly.
And they were like the best of friends. So, so we were at a party. What happened? Oh, okay.
I was just trying to get rid of this. Okay.
So we were at a party. All of us were like together. It was a whole bunch of us together. So I really liked the second guy. The first guy, I know he liked me a lot. And, we kind of dated. But the second guy was like, oh, man. So there was this look that we gave. The party was like just about to be over, when like people are dispersing, and we gave each other a look like, meaning you're coming to my place, so I'm getting my car, he's getting in his car, and we headed over to my off-campus apartment. Well, lo and behold, who shows up on the door? Like we about to get it in. Guy number one shows up. So I'm trying to play. This is why I'm like, when you're young, you just do shit. So I'm trying to play it cool. So I actually open the door. The second dude goes and hides in the shower with this curtain closed and shit in the shower. Like he's nervous and shit. I was like, no, we'll just be good. So go to the door. First guy's like, so who you got in there? I was like, nobody. I was like, I'm just tired. The party's over. Like, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep.
Party done.
Man. He's like, all right. It took him a minute to leave, so he left. And it just like blew the mood for me and the second guy. So the next day, first guy was like, you think you're so slick. He was like, I followed you. I followed you home. And I followed him. He said, now I seen him getting in his car, dude number two. He said, but he's going towards your house. And then I see y'all racing each other back to your house. He followed and saw the whole thing. So I learned a valuable lesson.
Orange Juice Jones shit.
That was, I followed you. Yeah, girl. I don't know why I didn't think of it. Like, you just in the moment or whatever.
You probably was drunk, not
and thinking I was slick. But also, it taught me a valuable lesson because guy number one was not my friend for like years. But after the next week, guy number 1 and 2 was out working out at the gym, back best friends. I didn't even care about me. I was done. So I learned my lesson.
I have a story about friends, but that's another story for another time.
What? Oh, nope. I'm sorry. I don't know how to.
Hold on, let's see.
I don't know how to scroll. Evidently. Oh wait, what's? Oh,
we already did that one.
Okay. Hook it up. What?
I've never experienced hooking up at the club. I'm difficult when it comes to that.
Yeah, that's some fun shit though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's some pure raw just emotions. Don't try to make it last to the next day though. Like everybody go home and just be done. Did you say? Oh, you need another drink? Oh, you can. Okay. All right. So we have another question here, y'all. Ooh. You get to sleep with one celebrity. Who would it be?
No, we already know my answer.
I know. Okay. So, and I'm not gonna answer for you. So, I think for me, it would probably be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Ew.
What?
Oh my god! I think
What?
it's so corny.
I didn't say I'm not. That's not.
I know that's what this is. You. Okay.
Yeah. That's no. I'm just saying. Like, you think he's corny? I mean, I didn't ask him to talk through it. I'm just like I just his physique is like outrageous, and you know I like that. I like big and solid. So I'm just thinking, you know, I mean, he could be a total disappointment. I don't know, but from the looks of it, looks like he could do some work. So I like that because I have this thing like I don't, you know, guys that have waists that's smaller than mine. That shit creeps me out. Like your waist is tinier than mine. I'm just big, this big. Give him to me big. Yeah, so it would be Dwayne.
Anybody else?
I have this thing for 50 Cent. I don't know what it's about because I hate him, but I love him. But I hate him. There's just something about 50. So yeah, he probably sell. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So my
you already know. Go ahead.
Nas. It's my first, my last, my only. Like anybody that I'm with, any guy that I'm with, it's you gotta be. It's not gonna be personal, but I'm gonna shoot my shot with Nas. I just am. I've been in love with this man since I was 16.
True indeed, I remember.
It's not
I was there for the majority of it. But not, you know, Nas even calls himself like the Black Homer Simpson. You know, like his whole persona in bed and his body. Like
it's okay.
I've heard him say that.
It's okay.
Okay,
it's okay.
All right.
We ain't got to be swinging from the chandelier. We don't.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Next question. Unless y'all have questions, but we have these are the ones that were sent in. So number 18. Oh. What's that? Who that? Number 18.
Have you ever had sex in a public place? Of course.
All the time.
Is there any other place to have sex?
Home. We're home.
Man. That's probably the best place to have it.
Ooh,
anywhere that's at home.
I remember one time I went on this cruise with a particular gentleman, and you know, we was just like trained to go in the bathroom at the bar, and our boat or whatever, our cruise, yo, they sent out the police to come get us, and we're like. That was, I'm over there like pulling up my skirt. It was, oh yes, on another island, or on an island somewhere. So, that's
having public sex is amazing.
Yeah, we ain't need this. We treated this. Oh my God, this just totally went ratchet sex real quick. Like we was really trying to educate the masses and. You know, talk about the law of attraction.
Oh, last question. Shaved, trimmed, or let it grow?
Okay, so, you know, you could tell where I am in my relationship depending on what's going on down there. You know exactly where I am. I'm just chilling. You know, I'm on sabbatical. It's, you know, we train to go every day. You can tell. So, it kind of like depends for me. Like, you know, sometimes I'm like, I'm Wolfman Jack. We're like, you ain't getting nothing. There's Nathan going on right here. Nothing. So yeah, it just kind of depends.
Yeah. I think I'm mostly When you say shave, I don't know if that means wax, like completely bald. I waxed one time and that was it. Like if you want me to wax,
shave to me means completely bald because then there's trimmed, which is hair.
So if you want that, then we have to do this together because I'm not enduring that pain if you're not going to endure that pain. That shit hurts like hell.
It does.
But I have a shaver, so I trim it down. But then I have I have several of them. Edge it up. So I shave it down. And then if I let it grow, then ain't nobody getting the bush. But sure. There are some guys that like the bush.
Who are they? I'm just okay. No, I'm like,
who are
really?
they?
No, we're like really?
Yeah, I've had guys that be like, I like a bush.
Yeah.
Like, okay, thank you.
I think most guys I know prefer it.
Like I won't. Even if they say they want a bush, I'm not gonna let it grow all wild or whatever. But it's just comforting to know that I don't have to stay all prim and proper
in a chokehold.
I don't have to be all prim and shaved and you know that for them. They cool with some hair.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah. I mean that'll tell you where I am in life. What that hair looking like, you'll see.
But I promise you, it's no nigga that's turning it down, regardless.
True indeed. Like, nah. Yeah, okay.
Whatever.
Oh, man. Is that it? Do we have anything
else?
It was
so much fun.
Yeah. All right, so because I can't get to
let me see
all the questions here unless you guys have something. Peace and love. Thank you. I promised I wouldn't say anybody's name, so it's like I need my readers. I can't even see what the names are, what it says. Oh wow, look at this. Okay. Thank you. Kevin Quick 6A. The one on the left is cute with the gap. Girl, holla at your boy.
Don't make me blush.
What? Wait a minute. Hey, Auntie. Oh!
Hey, Bree, that's my baby girl. Hi, Bree.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus.
That's my baby girl.
Jesus.
Close your ears.
What y'all sign, Jay? Well, look, I'm a Taurus. My birthday is in 2 weeks on May 20th.
May 20th.
So, I like nice things. I like candles.
Cash out is. I'm a Cancer.
Very much. She's very much a Cancer.
I am, and I'm walking in my Cancerism.
Her feelings got feelings.
My feelings stay in
on top of feelings.
Sorry, this is what it is.
Her feelings marry her feelings. They have feeling children.
My feelings be in their feelings. Sorry.
No, that's the one thing I know. Yeah.
So my birthday is in July. So yeah, my Cash App is.
It's okay. Ooh, girl. Oh my goodness. The one on the left. Kevin tried to pull up. You know the DMs. You know. Oh my goodness. Okay. Tarian Vision joined. Hey, we're just talking about Tauruses
and Cancers.
Yes. This whole month is my birthday. Like the whole month is my birthday.
It's your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It's your birthday.
Yeah, we're gonna make some birthday noise in a little bit. We're gonna get out here in these streets. The streets need us. The streets is calling.
Streets is calling.
For real, do a little. Well, it's a day party, but it's the evening. So
what time is it?
It's already 5:03. So yeah, and she called and said a little later. So we're good.
Okay.
Oh, love Io. Mm-hmm. Hey. Oh, y'all are just like the best. All right, so did we answer all of these?
This has been such a good time.
No, we have more.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a thing here. What does that say? Let's see. Oh, where are we from?
Where are you from? Okay.
You want to go ahead?
Yeah, can they see us though when this is?
Yeah, that's the camera's there.
Oh. Yeah. So I'm originally from New York City. I grew up mostly in North Jersey. Shout out to Jersey. I lived in Maryland for a number of years, and now I'm here in Miami. Mm-hmm. I hate saying living my best life. Y'all get
I'm
it.
living my best life. So I'm a Southern girl. I'm originally from Virginia, from Newport News, 757.
Jane Wilson, I love me some Kansas. Well.
Okay. So I lived in Baltimore for like 10 years. I lived in Florida for a while. Lived in Atlanta. So I've been in New York probably about 8 or 9 years now. So yeah. So I'm a Southern girl in New York right now.
Mm-hmm. What y'all got? Did we say how we met?
Yeah, we did. We can
do it again. So
yeah.
Okay, how do we meet and how the podcast came about? Because I think that's
So how we met is her best friend went to school with my best friend, and we all hung out one weekend and in Virginia.
Yeah.
What
did we do? We went to a Foxy Brown or like a Bad Boy concert or something.
Yeah, it was something we went to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that was our initial meeting. I don't know if we really hit it off.
We didn't really hit it off.
I don't think we hit it off.
I was like, oh, this chick got a short haircut like she thinks she Halle Berry.
I was cute too.
Oh my God. And because you go to Morgan State. But
you know what? The funny thing is, it's really funny how people perceive situations, because she got that perception. But really, I was so shy. I was really super shy. So I seemed standoffish and maybe kind of stuck up, possibly. But really, I was really shy.
Couldn't tell. I was like, that one right there with the short hair, think she Halle Berry? I don't like her.
It was really,
it really,
care for her. It's funny how people perceive it,
Yeah,
because it wasn't that. I was really shy, and I was really kind of like, all these, even though my best friend was there, I was like, they know each other, they're laughing. I just came in at the 9th hour.
Yeah, you came. I was like, and I'm like, I'm talkative. I'm like trying to like be friends, and I felt the cold.
Yeah, it was really, I was just shy. I was really shy. So that's what it was. But anyway, so fast forward to a couple of years, maybe like 4 or 5 years after that, because I was still in school.
Yeah.
And then you moved to Baltimore to go to school, go to law school, and then we reconnected, and we've been hanging ever since.
Ever since. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Yep. From dating drug dealers to going to podcast. Like at that time, I didn't even know what they were doing. You remember that? The guys we were hanging out with? There was a whole
yeah.
So the guys.
You know what? My aunt knew. I talked to my aunt the other day. My aunt would be on it. So she was like, those guys, because it was a whole big thing. Because did you go to? We took a road trip to New York.
Yeah, I remember. Okay. I remember.
And my aunt, even though I was in college, I was grown. My aunt did not want me to go. It was a huge thing, and finally she did. And she was like, I was scared for you the entire time. Now, in hindsight, I would have been terrified for my daughter.
Yeah, because we were like staying in hotel rooms. Like,
oh my God.
But it was a whole party. Like, it was a whole entourage of us like traveling with these guys. Like, we were kind of dating and hanging out with a certain set. I was in college. Honestly, that part I was so green about. I didn't know what they were doing.
Girl, my aunt knew.
I had no idea. I was going to Virginia like every other weekend. Like just get here and it's a whole party, or going to New York, or but that's how we kind of bonded.
Yeah.
Was on that party train, and we was
we've been hoeing for a long time.
Oh my God. I was out like I had no idea what they were into. You said it was a whole big thing. I had no idea.
Girl, my aunt brings that up to this day. She was like, I was so scared when you took that road trip to New York, because I was like, I don't know if you're coming back home. I don't know if I was going to get a call that you were locked up.
Wow.
She was so scared. And in hindsight, I get it.
Shout out to the two. I'm not even going to shout them out, but
yeah. Just drink.
That was great times. I mean, I had the greatest, one of the greatest times.
Shout out to being a youth.
Yep, that was my youth. We had some great times. We still do. Okay. What else, y'all? We got anything else before we gonna wrap this up? Who's in Miami? Anybody out here?
Yeah. What yeah.
Because I think we'll go to Wynwood and probably go to Barter or something. But if y'all are out here, anybody's out here, shout us out. All right. We had a few more questions, but I can't remember what number it was.
Let's see. Hold on, let's see if we miss anything.
What's the best gift you ever received?
I haven't received that yet.
What?
My Cash App is. So the question is, what's the best gift you ever received? I ain't received it. My Cash App is.
Okay, like my best gift is probably my son. You know, I have to say that.
He's adorable.
Any funny celebrity hangout stories? I think that's a good one.
You have a lot of them.
Huh?
You have a lot of them.
Well, okay, so I think the best one, which is, it wasn't me that was hanging out with the celebrity, but, you know, I'll tell the story. So, a friend of mine she had met Prince at a party, and so he had, like, flown her out to, what's the place he used to live in Minneapolis? Paisley Park, right? Mm-hmm. She was there for, like, a week. And like on the estate or whatever, and she didn't see him. So the last like night, like 7 days later, she's like, he had like all of these little Filipino women that dressed, that catered to him. So weird. So on the last, she was there for like 7 days. So on the seventh day, like 4 a.m. in the morning, it was like a whole army of little Filipino women. I know, right? Was a whole army of little Filipino women. She's like, they came to her room at like 4 in the morning. It was like, Prince will see you now. So, oh man. So she goes like in the middle of the night to go see Prince. Mm-hmm. So she was saying that, she said, you know, he had on like one of his cut out with the butt outs, right?
I can't.
She said, so when it was time, I guess, for him to like unveil like the little ladies, and took off his clothes, I kid you not, because I was like, I'm just telling you what was told to me. She said, he pin curled his pubic hairs. They were like rolled up. So the little Filipino ladies, we take it and like groom it and like getting them ready. Getting the Prince Peen ready for the act. So she said, you know, they was like on their knees, and there was like 4 of them like taking his hair out or whatever on his pubics. So she said, you know, he wasn't necessarily huge, but she was like, that's like some of the best sex she's ever had in her life. It was phenomenal. Like, he just knew how to work it. So then the after story is, she's out there for so long, she lost her job back home, right? So she asked Prince to send her some money, but she asked him to send her $10,000. And he like kind of, you know, went back and forth or whatever. She's like, but the person that he sent her like $9,999. So like, he's like, I'm not gonna send you $10,000. So that to me was like one of the best stories I ever heard. Like, Prince was the prince of pin curled penis hair. God rest his soul. But that was phenomenal. Like, you grooming your pubes and growing them out. That's beautiful. Wow. Oh my God, that's beautiful. So I think that was the best one. You got one? I'm telling you, your cleavage looks so good right now. Boy, like, wow.
If you only knew, girl. This looks amazing.
It really does.
It looks amazing.
Y'all ever been to Palm Beach? What? I stay in Palm Beach.
No. What?
No. Yeah, of course. Palm Beach is very pretty. I like it. But it's about an hour and a half drive. But yeah. What else, y'all? Your phone is all hot. It's burning up.
It's been working for 2 hours.
Shit. Damn it. What to do live? Hey.
Ow, ow.
Okay, so we entertaining y'all. Like, let me just say, the peach pecan whiskey is setting in.
Man,
I can feel
that's
it.
That's my shit.
I feel it.
That's my shit.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna get some more.
Yeah. Hey. So yeah, I'm trying to stay alive because I know what I can do. I don't know about you. I know what I can do. Like, I've learned valuable lessons off alcohol.
Me too. I've had some terrible experiences.
I've had some finna go there.
Wonderful experiences and some terrible ones.
No, I'm telling you, I'm thankful for my friends, because you ever go somewhere and you see somebody that don't need to be drinking and their friends is just ain't shit. Like, I'm so glad I have good friends, and I don't want to overdo it. I can feel it because I'm feeling real good. This shit is like, it's so good.
Man, you can drink it straight.
Pecan whiskey oat care.
I'm sipping it straight.
Yeah, so it's so smooth. Like, and that's the thing. You want something that goes down smooth. Like, it tastes really good. All right, do we want to kind of go over some of the best ones?
Did we skip any?
I don't know. Y'all gave some good questions. Do we have? Oh, let's see. Who was your favorite guest on the podcast? Me.
Us. We is the favorite. We is the people's champ.
I think for our new year, my vision for the next year,
we want to start having guests.
Is to do the guests, because we really haven't had
do some mashups with other podcasts, do some other special guests to come in for certain topics. Like for our Weekend Dick, there are some people that I follow that are just amazing, and I want to bring them in to do like a little mashup on a Weekend D report. Yeah. Because there's a lot. Like when I talk about sex, I zoom out. I feel like I have an out of body experience, and that should be amazing. I think sex is amazing. So,
and you have really come out of your shell, so to speak.
You think so?
Yeah, just in terms of that. Like, I think we both have. I think for this, we've been doing this for 1 year. Like 52. This is the 53rd episode. So, from the beginning until now, I think we are a lot more comfortable in our skin. A lot more comfortable with the topics. Like, there was a period of time I couldn't say dick. Like,
I know. I would be like, Shaun, you D. She was saying Weekend D. I'm like, Shaun, you have been taking the dick since you were 15. You can't say dick.
Can't say it out my mouth. Sorry. Might be able to put it in. Can't say it out my mouth.
Can't say it out.
And that's just the way I roll. That's just the way I roll. So so I've done some growing. Like now, I can say it, I can own it. Yeah. So I attribute that to the podcast. Yeah. Being able to do that because
a lot of y'all relate to what we're talking about.
And I think that's really like what it is. For me, it's like I'm not all Sister Soldier all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ratchet all the time. I'm not sex all the time. I'm not hip hop all the time. But these things are a part of me. I'm not uplifting and empowering the Black community all the damn time. But it's a part of me. So I think it shows all the facets of us, like a lot of our personalities, and I think that's why you and I vibe. We're friends. Like we connect on those levels. Like if for y'all that don't know, like just say the D. I know. It was hard for me. It was hard. I tried. just couldn't.
We still here. Like, sometimes she can't even type it out. She would say D asterisk. I'm like, you can't even type it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But now it's like I'm full in, like open your mouth, congratulations on the year, y'all. Thank you so much.
It's been a great journey.
It's been a ride. And it started off as an extension of our phone calls, like our weekly, 1 hour catch up phone calls. She's in New York, I'm in Florida, and just the funniness, the funny of it. I'm like, we should really record these because I can laugh from like that conversation all the way through the week. Like just think back on something. So, really just like bringing it to y'all was an extension of our phone conversations. And then also for me, it's been really cathartic, in a sense of like kind of getting out stuff that I needed to get out just to be able to have an outlet for it. Not everybody need an outlet. Not everybody need a microphone. Not everybody need an Instagram and a Facebook. But which a funny story I'll tell y'all. Speaking of Facebook, so we all over. Let me just go here real quick. So do you remember I told you the story about my uncle? On Facebook. This is why I said everybody don't need Uncle Facebook. my Uncle T. So if y'all know me, I'm old school hip hop. I know lyrics. It's amazing to me. Like I can recite lyrics to all types of songs. I just listen to it. I can hear it one time and I know all the words. So I used to like quote lyrics. I would write them down. So when Facebook was a thing, like I would quote a lyric just to kind of see where people were at, with the song. So I said, When you say you love me, it doesn't matter. It goes into my head as just chit chatter. You may think it's egotistical or just sucker free, but some of this what you say to me, take none of it seriously, right? So for those, if you know where that came from. It's MC Light, right? So I posted it on my Facebook page. When I tell you, my uncle, my daddy's only brother, sent me the nastiest Facebook text and was like, "Oh, you think just because you a lawyer and you big and bad, you don't care about your family? Because I say I love you. When I say I love you, I really love you." And I was like, whoa. He was packing it. He was like, "Uncle, it's lyrics, okay? Calm down. It's a song." He went in, and after all, he cursed me out on Facebook. And old people, so he's posting it to my page. Everybody is seeing it. Like, you know what, Uncle? It's the lyrics to the song. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. How you doing?" Like, motherfucker, take his Facebook away. Right. God damn it. Y'all, everybody don't need no damn Facebook.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. Love you, ladies. Keeping it real and human. Oh, my goodness. Miss Dylan Jones is what is powering to everybody all the time. Because anybody acting like they ain't a hoe. Equal measures as a queen. They living the dream. I know that's right. I know that's right.
How many your holders?
Yo, ain't that the truth? And that's it. Look, you gotta walk on. Look, new levels, new devils. You gotta walk on two areas of this planet. All at all times. You got
exactly. We are multifaceted people.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different sides to us, and we have to accept it.
For real,
we have to accept it.
That is so true. That is so true. And I hate it when there's some women that we know or we see, and it's just like, ladies, very judgmental. Like, yo, this is all of us. Because look, when I see you, I know you got here because two people was fucking. Right. So let's stop with this being judgmental. You know what I'm saying? Man. That to me is like, why? We got a whole lot of other issues like that right there. Worrying about
what people think,
what people are doing. Like,
yeah, please.
Go ahead with that. Yes. Go ahead with that. That's right. All of that. We could do both. And that's the beauty of it. Like, man, you might find me on my ratchet. You might find me on my woke. Okay? Depending on what day it is and how I feel.
Exactly.
What space you put me in. So it just depends. True. I can't wait to hear that J. Cole song. I'm like, it's life right now. All right, y'all. What else is going on? This looks. I'm not a lesbian, but God damn it, your breasts look really good.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you.
Girl, I don't think I've ever seen you.
I don't do this.
Yeah, I've never.
Do this.
But it looks really good.
Thank
I'm
you.
just like, wow, girl. I'm impressed.
Niggas can't handle it. That's why I don't do it.
Oh,
like,
Lord,
no.
here we go.
I just don't really do this. But
oh Lord, here we go. All right. I think we should kind of articulate some of these questions a little bit because we got a little bit of time.
Oh,
okay.
What?
Okay. Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry.
What do you mean? We already talked about it.
We talked about it already?
Yeah.
Did we go through all of these?
Did we miss any? Let's make sure we didn't miss any.
Okay. Unless y'all have any questions that you want to hit us up with, and make sure you're listening to That's What I'm Saying, the podcast. We're on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Speaker, Stitcher, CastPod, TuneIn, and Spotify. And you can find us. And we every week. And we in the 53rd episode. Last episode we did was, what do we call it? I Love You 3000.
Yeah.
If you saw Avengers, you know what that means. No, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. It's all right. But I saw Game of Thrones and I'm still amazed.
We could turn this whole podcast right now to Game of Thrones.
It's Thrones, y'all.
Them Thrones, y'all. We can turn this whole thing out
Man.
right now with Game of Thrones. I'm trying not to. That should come on tomorrow. Like,
they sure do.
Girl, I have a whole afternoon plan for us, but at night okay, you 9
o'clock,
9 o'clock, everything got to get shut down. Already done. We can go out after, but that shit right there. Woo! Anybody watch Game of Thrones?
So my question is, who do you think is going to kill Cersei? Or who do you think Cersei is going to kill? That's a question. That is a question.
I don't see her killing anybody, honestly. I don't, because they know she's coming. Like they know the master plan. She has nobody on her side. Who's on her side other than the army and that old nasty? I feel like he got herpes or something. That
I always feel like she always got something up her sleeve though. She's conniving.
She got a baby.
She is. She just won't die. I think I'm gonna predict that Jamie's gonna flip sides. I think he's gonna go back to her side.
No.
I think he loves her. And then she plays that baby card with him because he thinks she's pregnant. If she plays that card with him, he's going to flip.
No, I don't agree. I'm thinking he didn't travel like a very long distance.
They didn't beat
coat. He's not
right, but they beat the White Walkers. That's when he thought they was going to die. They ain't die. They ain't die.
Yo, that shit was like a scene from Belly. When they came in, when them White Walkers came in through the place, yo.
I told you, I was like, I'm telling you, if you have HBO Go, which I do, if at 1 hour and 11 minutes, when the White Walkers and his homies turn that corner, that shit was gangster as hell. Like I watched the episode I
put in my head, I put DMX with these niggas.
Every time I just go to that scene. That shit was gangster. Now the song, there's this little meme that somebody did, and they it's maybe like 15 seconds. And they did like excerpts of different songs, and they did a lot of songs. It's on my Facebook. I can't. Mm-hmm. But anyway, they did No Limit. Sticking for my niggas, I'm down for my niggas. Fuck them others niggas, I'm down for my niggas. That shit was fucking perfect. But they did like maybe 5 or 6 songs.
I gotta see that.
But that shit is so gangster. That whole scene was gangster. Everybody was fitting to die. Everybody was about to die. And Arya came in the clutch, and she shut niggas down.
Like, oh, you trying to kill my brother?
She shut niggas down.
Ooh, oh my god, that was the best.
Yeah, that was an incredible episode.
Loved
Absolutely.
it. What else?
Absolutely. So I don't know.
Are you chewing gum?
I am. I've been chewing up for 2 hours. Sorry.
It's so rude.
Whatever.
Oh, I have a question for you. How would you compare, and I think you've kind of talked about it, but how would you compare dating now to dating in your 20s? Or is there a difference between 20s, 30s, and 40s?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So I can only really compare my 20s and my 40s because I really didn't date in my 30s. I was in a long-term relationship which spanned the majority of my 30s. But dating in my 20s and 40s is completely different. There are boundaries set. There are measures that have to be met. And in my 40s, not saying that I don't gear off into like the ratchet or whatever, but there's just boundaries that are set, and you can't cross them boundaries, and they're set, and I know what I want. You know what I mean? So if you're here so that we can go out and have drinks and do that, that's what you're here for. If you're here so that we can have sex, that's what you're here for. If you're here for
everybody got a job.
Everybody got a job. If you're here for we can Netflix and chill, we can do that. If you're here so we can take trips, that's what we doing. Everybody gotta fall into your line.
A role to play.
And that's what it is. So yeah, I think when you're in your 40s or you're in a particular age, you know what you want. You know who you are. You know what's for you and what's not for you. And you don't have time for shit that's not for you.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. So that question where it was like, I think they asked, how do you, this one right here, ever wake up in the morning next to someone you instantly regret sleeping with? No, that never happens. Because now I don't sleep with anybody I don't want to sleep with, and no one comes into my house that I don't want to be there. That's the big difference.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Definitely different than like my 20s was just about. I mean, still like having fun. You want to have the most fun, but it was just like, I think for me, like I would do things that not necessarily I wanted to do, but because I felt like I had to do them. And now it's you have a sense. I have a sense of myself where it's like I know what I want, I know what I like, I know what I don't want. So I'm not really getting. Shit don't move me like it used to move me. You know, like some dinner.
Really?
Like it don't move me like it used to move me. Right. There was a time where I'm like, okay, well, look, we're gonna have to. I'm trying to eat, so if I want to eat 3 times a day, I'm gonna have to go out with so and so. So,
but now
he's good for dinner, and this one,
yeah,
like I mean, keep it real. Like that was college days. Like okay, who am I gonna eat with? So now it's like I do what I want, and I'm happy with me. So. Y'all, I think we're gonna have to wrap this up. We got 17 seconds remaining. This has been so much fun.
Yeah,
I've had the best time.
This has definitely been a good time.
It's time for us to hit these streets.